Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah.
There's no question that you're no longer the same as you were when you're in your 20s. Nowadays, you're falling asleep as soon as you hit the couch after work, soreness is now the norm, and your kid just told you he has a science project that's due tomorrow. Back in your 20s, late night fast food, no sleep, and skipping workouts were never a problem because you were able to rebound effortlessly. Since you now have way more responsibilities from your career and having kids, this comes with having less free time and more stress. Life has changed you, and it's time for you to accept that you have to change your approach to fitness as well. What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the Workout Nerdout. For you first-timers, I'm Julio Lopez, and I help driven professionals bring their work discipline into their fitness routine. Having been a personal trainer for over a decade, I've worked with a bunch of clients with the same issue. As someone who's 43 myself, I have first-hand knowledge of what it's like for folks in their 30s and 40s that want to know how they can get in shape when they don't have a lot of free time. So here's exactly what I would do if I were just starting my fitness journey at this point in my life. Working out harder all the time, or trying to, is why you're struggling to stick with your training. When you're a busy person in your 30s and 40s, you're already tired from the stress at work and sitting in your desk all day, and having to drop off and pick up your kids at school, which makes going to the gym at all seem like an afterthought. When folks like you do go to the gym, they feel like they have to go full beast mode to make the workout count. And that's the problem. Yet, I see this all the time from busy professionals. Start with getting out of the mindset that you have to train every day and for hours and super duper hard, and also looking at your weekly schedule for gaps where you can fit in a good 30 minutes to an hour 2 to 3 times a week to simply go to the gym. The key is just showing up. Are you the kind of person that's always looking to feel exhausted after a workout? If so, stop. Because this is precisely what causes nagging back, shoulder, and knee pain for 30 and 40-year-olds who work out. A smart training plan is one that builds up the body instead of focusing so much on tearing it down. This means focusing more on progressively stronger lifts, which you should be recording in your training log, better recovery, fewer injuries, and more consistency. For example, going to the gym every Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. or whatever best fits your schedule. Stop trying to work out like the 19-year-old fitness influencer that you see on TikTok and Instagram. When you're in your 30s and 40s, doing this often leads to feeling like you're failing, not doing enough, and simply wind up exhausting yourself instead of reaching your goals. When I'm constructing my clients' training plans, I'm always cognizant of their stages in life, limitations like training experience and past injuries, and fitness goals. Focus on the workouts that challenge you without unnecessary risk. Also, if social media has you feeling like you're not doing enough, remember that influencer workouts are purely designed for views and aesthetics instead of the reality that you live in. Is your post-workout cheat meal why you're not seeing results? Yep. And it's among the most common reasons why progress stalls for 30 and 40-year-olds despite going to the gym and working out. You're not 20 anymore, remember that. Avoid thinking that junk food is earned just because you trained hard once or twice. It's great that you had a good workout, but diving right into a bag of chips or making a pit stop at the drive-thru is affecting your progress. On the other hand, the super hardcore, extreme, and all-or-nothing diets are just as bad, sometimes worse. With my personal training clients, I teach them to focus more on balance, like balancing consistent exercise and good eating habits while allowing for flexibility with a cheat meal every 7 to 14 days. So that way they can still have their social life with their friends and have the foods that they enjoy. If I was just starting my fitness journey, I'd stop waiting for things to calm down or be perfect to start eating healthy and exercise. By waiting on motivation to kickstart your healthy lifestyle, do you honestly anticipate that level of motivation to carry on for more than a couple days, much less weeks and months? In the real world, to reach your fitness goals, you have to build on nutrition habits that you can stick with for the long term, even when life at home and work has gone berserk. It's probably not the meals hurting your progress on your fitness journey. Energy drinks, snacks at the office and on the road and late at night, healthy smoothies and coffee drinks are often the silent yet devastating saboteurs of fitness goals. One of the most eye-opening tests that I give to my new clients is having them keep a food diary, because that way they might be eating perfectly healthy but often blind to the little snacks that they consume in passing, which is why they're shocked when they can see how quickly those little snacks add up. Try out keeping a food diary, either in a notebook or using an app like MyFitnessPal or Fat Secret, and track everything that you eat and drink while being completely honest. People don't fail to work out because they're lazy. They fail because they don't have a workout plan that fits their schedule. Most 30 and 40-year-olds think that fitness only counts if the workouts are long and super intense, and that can only happen when things settle down. With my clients, we prepare for their super busy days, like when work meetings run long, unexpected projects land on their desk, and their kids' recital is tonight, and there's no time to allow for their regularly scheduled workout. So I have a set of pre-planned shortened workouts that they can do in 20 to 30 minutes. The key goal is consistency over perfection, because I'm trying to eliminate the openings as much as possible for excuses to skip a workout. Setting specific days and times for workouts on my calendar is one of the first things that I would do if I was just getting started with my fitness journey. However, it's one thing to include workouts in your schedule, but success depends on how seriously you take it instead of canceling the first chance you get. You've dedicated so much time prioritizing work projects and your kids, and now is the time for you to start prioritizing yourself by improving your fitness and doing it consistently. Ultimately, if you see workouts as optional, it's more likely that they're going to be skipped, and that's why you're feeling stuck and frustrated from your lack of progress. Most think that living in the gym is required to get in shape, and this belief is exactly what stops busy adults in their 30s and 40s from even getting started with their fitness journey. Focus on maximizing efficiency and keeping workouts between 30 to 45 minutes. What I do with my clients is utilize compound exercises that hit multiple muscles instead of just targeting one muscle at a time, thus reducing the training time by a lot. For example, the barbell squat works the quads, the hamstrings, the glutes, and the groin muscle, which would be 4 different exercises if I isolated each individually. Essentially, fewer exercises on your training plan while hitting more muscle groups with specific compound exercises. This means spending less time in the gym. In conclusion, busy people in their 30s and 40s don't have the time to live in the gym like the young fitness influencers you see on TikTok and Instagram, meaning that trying to copy their workout routines is not going to benefit you. This is precisely why, as a 43-year-old myself, if I was just getting underway with my fitness journey, I would start with a smart training plan that takes into account my goals, my experience, and limitations. Having a nutrition plan that I like and that has the flexibility to adjust for real-world events like busy and late days at work, and finding the best way to fit this into my schedule. Nobody ever said that being a busy professional was going to be easy. But this also doesn't mean that having a lot of responsibilities at work and with your kids dooms you to poor health. If you want to know the easiest way to get started with your fitness journey, sign up for my free 5-day health reset plan today. So that does it for today's Workout Nerdout. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comment section. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Also, if you know anyone who can benefit from this information, please share it with them. Until next time, I'll see you on the next Workout Nerdout.